Hello everyone, a new day, a beautiful day actually. A bit after the initial greenhouse installment, I still haven't finished it. I need to bury the sides. I got three more sides to bury, but I've done a bit of work on the outhouse, transforming it into a composting toilet. Now it's a very primitive, Stone Age primitive system, but at least it's going to give us a way to take that waste product and compost it for a long time and just get something out of it instead of just pooping in a hole, and peeing as well. Now I'll show you briefly just what I've done, because I don't want to gross you out. Don't worry, there's no poops or anything yet over there, but this is basically it. Very basic, a nail that's gonna hold that. I got some wood chips here to add carbon on top of it so it doesn't stink, especially with the hot weather coming up. And then I put 2 planks on the bottom on top of the straw and wood chips, which I've added on top, and just a plastic bucket for now, because I want to test to see if this system works. And once the system is kind of well tuned, I'm gonna maybe buy a metal bucket or something like that with a handle. That's kind of our outhouse. We inherited this, so we're gonna make good use of it until autumn, when we're gonna demolish this tiny house and build our own proper one that's gonna have a composting toilet and shower and everything on the inside. And all of this space outside where I am now is gonna become an outdoor kitchen, where we're gonna have a smokehouse and a wood burning stove and all of that good stuff. Now I know that I'm doing some disturbance right now, and this is not what I intend to do, but by going so deep, in order for me to bury this side of the greenhouse so it stays in place and it doesn't fly away, and doing this disturbance, I'm finding out that even at about 40 centimeters deep, the soil is still like cottage cheese, chocolate cake. It seems to be the new term for healthy soil. I can see the biotic glues, a lot of life. That's a summer beetle right here. He's hibernating right now. Earthworms, a lot of earthworms and other bugs. We don't want to till or disturb or anything, but right now, in order for us to start our seeds and to make this greenhouse work, we need to bury the sides and the front. So that's gonna be the most disturbance that we're gonna do probably the whole year and for many years to come. So now that the ditch is done, all I have to do, at least on this side, is to bury the foil like I've done here, and maybe tidy it up a bit, because on this side I haven't done the best type of job possible. So maybe I can do it on this side. But even I think there are places where I've dug up to 50 centimeters and it's full of life, so that's good. But you see here on this side, this shouldn't be like this. This should be more that way. So I need to find a way to tighten it up and straighten it up properly. See here as well, it's very center focused, but this one should be that way, for example, to be tightened up properly. You can even see it here. So you got like an inch, and here you don't have almost anything. Unfortunately here on the inside it looks like a moonscape, and I'm sorry that I've done this, but it had to be done. The good news is that by the end of this week I would have dug everything around, so like half a meter or 70 centimeters all around this. So it's going to take some time until the mycorrhizal networks are going to reform, and you know, the microbiology is going to re-establish itself. But it's not a tragedy, because I won't be using this greenhouse at least until winter time to grow any food. On the contrary, I'm going to build soil here with straw and manure and compost, and basically just grow mushrooms all summer long. Grow mushroom in straw beds everywhere. That's going to create the mycelial network that I need to make sure that the soil becomes healthy again. I need to transplant these guys, these strawberries as well. I need to transplant. I'm going to put them on the other side. But as I was saying, I will build the soil all summer long up until early winter, when potentially I may be growing some crops inside, or if we get chickens, not a big drama, then I'm gonna make this a chicken hoop house or a chicken winter resort until springtime, when I can put them back in their original place over there in the back. So we'll see. It's just 18 square meters out of the almost a fifth of an acre. So this year is the year of establishment and the year of laying down the work, so that in the next 10, 15, 20, 50 years we're not going to do this anymore, hopefully. Let's bury this plastic and get back to work. As you're gonna see in a second, I'm not very good at puzzles, but I've done the second side and I think it's much better than the other side. So let me show you. This is it, and it's quite flush, but this is what I've done. Basically, I try to take as many puzzle pieces as possible out in the beginning, so that I can put them back in and give the system, the biodiversity, the microbiome, a better chance of re-establishing itself quite quickly. Now, of course, it looks like I've hacked the soil to smithereens, but I'll water it now, and I think it will recover much quickly than if I would till, disc, you know, the usual standard process that people do when they're tilling their soil. I've done the same on the other side. I hope this is gonna bounce back quicker. But also on the other side I've done a shittier job. As you can see, it's not done yet, and it's much less organized. But anyway, I think I'm done for today. That was some heavy freaking lifting, a couple of more tons to add to my collection of lifting. I showed you the beetle before. Now I found a couple of these guys, not sure what they are, probably beetles as well. I'll put him back into hibernation, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. These days are quite short now, still quite short. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't look like a wild hermit bear man anymore. Last night the last package came, and inside were my hair trimmers, so I finally had the chance to remove as much fur as possible, and now I'm more aerodynamic and my skin is breathing a bit better now, so I'm happy. Tomorrow I'll have a late start, just like today. I started quite late, around 12, because I had some stuff to do in the morning. Tomorrow's the same. I have some paperwork to do in the morning. So, I mean, if I manage to do the front, I'm happy. And just fix this other side, the first side. The fact that the greenhouse is up gives me a lot of hope and eases up on the anguish and stress. If I manage to finish everything by the 20th of April, then that's good, which I think I will. I don't even know what day is today, but that's kind of my target with the greenhouse and everything around it to be fully done, because I want to transplant all the strawberries that I have around. They're like spread all over, so I would like to transfer them somewhere here on the side. And also I'll take the sorrel, which is in the front of the greenhouse over there, and transplant it potentially on the other side, just so I save it, so they can just, you know, grow at their own pace and be happy and all of that good stuff. Tomorrow is another day. See you tomorrow. Also, I think the track pants had enough. Hey there, it's day 3 of setting up and finishing the greenhouse, and hopefully, fingers crossed, today we're gonna finish. I still have 2 sides, the front and the back of the greenhouse, to bury and to make sure that, you know, it stays in one place. But first I think I'm just gonna water a bit the straw, because they forecasted some wind gusts today, so I don't want it to fly all over the place. But still, I'm looking at a full days of work today, so it's like 8:30 in the morning. Chilly AF, raining, but it's also day 4 of the greenhouse setup project, and I don't care if a hurricane comes in today, I will finish this, because it's taking longer than I want to, and I got all of that poop and wood chips and straw to sort out and to start the beds, because it's almost middle of April, and you know, spring is coming soon. I haven't started my seeds. The pressure is on, and I cannot spend more time sorting out this greenhouse. So today I only have this back part to dig and put inside, and then I need to make some holes in the doors and put the latches on, the closing mechanisms, and that's going to be it. So I'm looking at a long day ahead, so wish me luck. I'm also making some FPJ from the fruits and vegetable leftovers. It's already starting to juice up. The weather is very cold, so it's taking its sweet time, but by the time it's going to be ready, it's going to be perfect to use on the new seedlings, because this is what I'm going to be using it first. At the same time, I'm bringing a lot of fruit and vegetable peels and leftovers from home. One, to compost them, and second of all, to make more batches of FPJ. If you don't know what FPJ is, I'll put a link here, I think, somewhere, to how you can make it yourself. It's very easy. All you need is fruit and vegetable leftovers, you know, still like kind of fresh after you've used them, and you just mix them with brown sugar, let them juice up, and that juice is going to be an amazing amendment for your plants. This is the first batch of FPJ for the first part of the year. All I need to do is finish the greenhouse. Good coffee. So we're done. I need to catch my breath a bit. Literally, now that I'm done, the rain is starting to stop. Still raining a bit, but yeah, let me show you the muddy mess. So basically, this is it. That was the last side of the greenhouse that needed to be buried. Now the whole thing looks okay. The surroundings don't look okay. I've transplanted some soil here, well, if you can call this transplanting. Haven't done much with it because I just want to bring some straw tomorrow, because today I have a small break now and then it's gonna start raining again, and I'm gonna do it properly when it's not so wet and muddy. And also tomorrow I'm gonna reinforce some bits and pieces on the greenhouse with some tape to make sure it's straight. And also I would like to transplant all the strawberries that I have. Got a big bunch of them in the back, some are over there and then some are over there. So I'd like to bring them all here in the shade of the greenhouse to grow some stuff. I'm gonna try to bring some straw from the front and kind of layer it inside of the greenhouse. That was a long day. It's about 3 p.m. I've been here since 8:30 trying to do this. I mean, I've done bits and pieces. The digging and the covering is never easy, but just the weather. The weather today was, like I like to say, caca pipi. It was quite caca pipi. But tomorrow and Sunday they're forecasting really good weather, so I'll take advantage of that and start the beds. I'll call it a day now. Got an hour until I get home, and then I think a hot bath after the freezing that I've endured today is gonna be just right. Hot bath, hot tea and hot soup. That's the plan. See you tomorrow.